Alright guys, so today we're focusing on dot plots, and this is actually the first problem on your worksheet, so you can fill in these answers as you go. Brandon surveyed some 7th graders and asked how many siblings, brothers or sisters, they have. He displayed the results of his survey on this dot plot. So instead of writing a list about how many siblings students have, he chose to do it in a dot plot. So this means that 3 students have 0 siblings, 3 students have 1 sibling, etc. So to figure out how many students he surveyed, we just have to count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 dots, and that represents 20 students. From there, we have to calculate our mean, median, mode, and range. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to list out all my data. So I have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. So from there, to find my mean, I know my first step is to add all of my numbers. So I have 6 plus 16 plus 18 plus 6. They sum to equal 49. I have to then divide it by how many students there were, which is 20. 49 divided by 20. I get that my mean is 2.45. That means on average, students have about 2.4 siblings. To then find the median, I have to find the middle numbers. I can work my fingers all the way, going one number at a time. I definitely did something wrong, guys. 1, 2. These two numbers are my median. So they are the same, but just to remind you, we can do 3 plus 3 divided by 2 to get that our median is 3. Our mode is going to be the number that occurs the most, and we can easily see 3 is what occurs the most. And my range, I'm going to take the biggest number minus the smallest number to get that the range is 6. So this is all stuff you've done before. Moving on, we have something that's a little bit new. So what percent of the students that he surveyed have 4 or more siblings? So the first thing I have to do is I have to figure out, well, how many students have 4 or more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to put that over the total number, which is 20. From there, I have to convert this to a percent. So remember, I do 5 divided by 20 to get 0.25. Then to convert that to a percent, I multiply by 100 to get that 25% of the students have 4 or more siblings. So whenever you guys see probability, you can just change that to percentage. I think I fixed it on all of your worksheets, but we're just finding the percentage. So we want to figure out the percentage that a 7th grader will have 3 or more siblings. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 over my 20 equals 0.55, which is 55%. I found those numbers using the same method that we did for part C. Last, if there are 180 7th graders, how many would you expect to have 0 siblings? So we can see that there are 3 that have 0 siblings out of our original 20, but we want to know if we asked 180 students. So I can do 180 divided by 20, and I know this is times 9. So I do 3 times 9 to get that if there was 180 7th graders, about 27 would have 0 siblings. So again, we can't predict an exact amount, but we can make a guess. And about 27 would have 0 siblings. So this is what you can use to help you with your dot plots. Again, this is number 1 on your worksheet, so you can go ahead and fill that in.